Let's make it a good day.
Coming up today, how crazy competitive does it get for the network morning shows? Well, Katie Couric is spilling that tea. Then, it's not how you fall, but how you get back up. Motivational speaker Alex Weber is live in our studio with the best way to fail. And from turtlenecks to chunky sweaters, what's hot in fall fashion? You're about to find out. Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Good morning, Minnetonka. Good morning, Rochester. Good morning, Hudson. And good morning to you. Welcome to the Jason Show. I'm Jace. Please say hello to my sidekick sister from another mister and Ronnie's House of Roosters Employee of the Month, Kendall Mark, everyone.
Roosters are a cock-a-doodle-doo.
To you as well. How you doing?
I'm good. Happy hump day.
Happy hump day. Welcome to Wednesday. Welcome to Wednesday to you as well. You having a good one? You having a good morning?
So far, I had a donut.
Yeah. Can I
Good.
tell you, let me talk about my friend Kendall. I'm going to call two people out today. And first, Kendall. So, Leo, take a shot. Now, you think she's nice, right? Oh, look, Kendall's so sweet, Jason. You're so mean to her. She's such... How could that face be anything but kind? Let me tell you how that face can be anything but kind. We're in the meeting, and we're in a little pre-show meeting, and Kendall's sucking down a donut, like a giant donut. We're like, oh, sorry, are we bothering you? And she says, oh, it's just delicious. And I said, oh, can I have a little bite? And before I got the word bite out of my mouth, she went, no.
No.
No. Like
No.
really kind of snitty too. And I went, wow, the whole crew went, whoa, whoa. And then like about 30 seconds passed, and I'm not kidding, and you can see this on our Instagram. Go to the Jason Show Instagram. She tore off a piece of donut that big, like that big, and she goes, here you go. And it was like a kibble. It was one kibble from like a dog food container. One little kibble. I'm like, that's barely worth the jaw movement.
You said you just wanted a little.
Yeah. Okay,
But
so
then what happened?
you brought me a half of a little donut.
I brought him a whole half a donut.
Yeah, but let's not tell the next person that we're going to talk about here. So I've called you out.
Yep.
So we've received a few emails in the Jason Show mailbag wondering, because we were promoting it, I thought people were writing, I thought we were going to see hashtag Hot Trainer Austin on the Jason Show on Tuesday, yesterday. Well, as you know, if you watch the show, Hot Trainer working out with Kendall did not happen, okay? So what and you know, your old friend Jason tells it like it is, whether people like it or not. And I usually celebrate this guy, but today, calling it just like it is, guess whose fault it is? Photographer Eric's. That's right, Photographer Eric's. Hey, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. How many times a week do we call Ted out, producer Ted?
Daily.
Daily. Executive producer Jeff is a punching bag. I make fun of him daily. I've never made fun of Eric, but
No.
today we're going to explore his incompetence. Eric forgot to press the power button on Hot Trainer's microphone, or Hot Trainer was so hot, it singed the microphone. This is who he is. And look at this. Here's Hot Trainer doing his TikTok. He's so unattractive. Here he is doing, Kendall, have you seen this? This is the TikTok trend that fitness influencers do. Have you seen this?
I'm not listening to you. I'm watching a movie.
Okay, back to me, Kendall.
Sorry.
But that's him. Anyway, that's Hot Trainer. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to reshoot it sometime soon with a different photographer. Yeah.
Eric did make the joke while we were shooting this. This is why this is extra funny. He jokingly said while we were Instagramming, follow us on Instagram, Jason Show TV.
Yeah.
I was showing Jason and how, oh yeah, we're doing Hot Trainer here. Actually, Eric's having way too much filming this. And I look over at Eric and Eric goes, I'm actually only filming this for Jason's personal use.
Yeah.
To which is now true.
It's now true. So Anyway, it was hysterical. We'll eventually reshoot it. I'd love to give them crap.
No
and
more
nobody
biceps.
wanted to tell me. Nobody wanted to break the bad news to me. Executive producer Jeff said, and we got to go, but he said this, he goes, do you want to know now or do you want to know after the show? And I go, tell me now. He goes, we can't use any of the footage from the hot trainer shoot. It's all right. We love Eric. Let's get to the hot dish. Roll it, Leo. Here we go. What? What's
I don't know
wrong?
if my biceps can handle another
Oh,
hot
we're going to do
trainer
something
day.
different when we do it again. My ex-wife, Katie Couric's new book, Going There, and it's out right now. And she's making the rounds promoting it. Last night, she stopped by Colbert. And obviously, her years on NBC's Today Show came up. And Stephen wondered if those years were similar to the morning show on Apple. Look at this.
You know what struck me about the morning show is they are all bat crazy. Every character is
I thought the show is.
the show.
Okay.
Every character is carrying around a lot of baggage. They're all super neurotic. It's I think it's exaggerated, but there's some of that.
Which of the 3 morning shows do you think is craziest?
I think they're all crazy, but less crazy than they used to be. I write about how intense the competition was in the booking wars. That was one of the most fun chapters to write about because it was so insane when I was on the Today Show, this battle for the big gets. People would call up hotel rooms and they'd say, actually, there's been a change of plans. You're supposed to go to Good Morning America first and then go to the Today Show. And the guests would be like, oh, okay. So they would go to Good Morning America and then they would hold them hostage in the green room. So they'd be really late to the Today Show. And by the way, we did it too. We were awful as well.
Can you imagine? That is dirty.
Shady.
That would be like us holding guests from Twin Cities Live. You know,
Keep them until 5 o'clock.
keep them till 5 o'clock.
Oh, it's evening news time.
But-
Sorry.
But sorry, Elizabeth, our guests are still here. Yeah. Then Katie was talking about her editing of an interview with Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. You've heard about this as a mistake. She admits that it's a mistake. And she talked about how to actually, that move can help to restore faith in the media. Listen to this.
That we should be willing to say, we made a mistake. NBC should be able to say, we shouldn't have sat on the Access Hollywood tapes, so the Washington Post had to publicize that story. Or CBS should say, we shouldn't make women sign NDAs and push talented women out of the business while sexual harassers are allowed to stay and thrive.
Well, since you're there,
Wait, I got one more, baby. And CNN should be able to say we shouldn't allow Chris Cuomo to yuck it up with his brother, the governor of New York, with a giant Q-tip in the middle of the pandemic because it's good TV. They should say, we made a bad decision. That was wrong.
Yeah. I got to tell you, look, I don't like the blanket bashing of the media because I work with these folks, and I don't need to go on that thing again, but and I had to explain it. I had to explain it to my father-in-law and my family members. Don't bash the media around me. It's offensive because you're talking about my friends. You're saying that these people walk in every day and lie. That's not the way it is. But Katie's absolutely right. We're one of the few businesses that has the opportunity to say, we made a mistake. That's why there's a retraction section. I think if we did that more and just own it, hashtag own your stuff. I'm sure Alex Weber, our motivational speaker coming up, will agree with that. Anyway, Going There from Katie Couric is out right now. Let's move on. Next on the dish. Speaking of the CBS Evening News and its anchors, Norah O'Donnell could be on the hot seat or near the exit door. Apparently, the penny pinchers at CBS are looking to save money, and Norah's $8 million a year contract could be on the chopping block. CBS forked over big bucks to move the evening news from their New York studios to D.C. because of Norah, at Norah's request. But the broadcast has remained in third. In fairness to Norah, it's been in third place since Reagan was in office. But anyway, according to the New York Post, CBS could cut her salary and move her to 60 Minutes. The Post also has sources who say that she's divisive, toxic, and rude to behind-the-scenes folks like hair and makeup staff. Her contract, by the way, is up in the spring. you know me, I don't like these stories, the stereotypical witchy woman stories. We're only doing it because we know people that have actually worked with her at a time, and they have said that she's not the most pleasant individual. And we know that firsthand. Now, look, everybody has bad days, so I'm going to be fair with that. However, if I'm CBS and my broadcast hasn't moved from third ever, and I'm forking over $8 million, yeah, in all fairness, if I'm the CEO, I'm looking at a salary cut.
Yeah, and I feel like a big part of that is the fact that they move things to DC. Like,
Yeah.
to really move your main set
Yeah.
of your main news to a different city, even though it's Washington, DC, that's huge.
Look, I want to move this show to Walt Disney World, but Kim Jong-un's not going to let me, you know?
Darn.
Maybe. My contract. Oh, no, I just resigned, didn't I? Next in the dish. So remember hearing about that biopic TV show that was going to be about the life of Joan Rivers? And, you know, Kathryn Hahn from WandaVision was going to play Joan? Yeah, forget that. Kathryn Hahn's portrayal of Joan Rivers in an upcoming limited series has hit a snag. Apparently, the producers of the project never got permission from Joan's daughter, Melissa, who has Joan's life rights. Yeah. The series was heading to Showtime and was set to take place after Joan's late night show was canceled right here on Fox, and around the time of her husband's death by suicide. Producers could have moved forward without Melissa's permission, but if they did that, they wouldn't be able to use any of Joan's jokes, any of Joan's catchphrases, or anything, and Melissa would have probably have sued them. We gotta go, but I'm just gonna say, my favorite ongoing segment, I wanna be in that meeting. I want to be in that meeting where these knuckleheads are pitching, I got this great deal, Sam. I got this great idea. We're going to do a show about Joan Rivers. And we're not going to get permission.
No one will care. It's fine.
No. Of course Melissa would sue their pants off.
Idiots.
We got to take a break. We'll be back right after this. Back in a moment. More fun, more hot dish. Coming up next, our hometown bachelorette is continuing her journey to find love on network television. How's it going? Producer Ted has a status report. Then, how did photos of actor BJ Novak end up on weird packaging all over the world? Wait till you hear this. And learning the right way to fail and learn. Motivational speaker and all-around great guy, Alex Weber, is live in our studio. That and more when The Jason Show continues.
I just thought that it was really inappropriate of you. Call me a narcissist when I was completely defenseless. Nah, listen to what I gotta say, bro. No, listen. No, but we were having fun. That's the whole thing. I don't know if you were stunad or something, if you don't understand, maybe you don't understand how to spell narcissist.
We're going with the gestures. Look at the gestures. I'm like, this is just getting, I can't tell.
I'm not giving that any energy.
I'm with you.
It's pizza this, pizza that, pizza this,
I'm
pizza
talking,
that,
I'm
bro.
having fun
I'm
with the
tired
guys
of
when it's
hearing about
behind.
pizza. Talk to me about
my man,
Michelle.
you-
Talk to me about Michelle.
I don't have to talk to you about Michelle because your
If you-
name's
if
not
you're not
Michelle.
talking-
You have like this quiet confidence about you that I really like. You don't have to be the loudest person in the room to know that you're confident. And I really like that about you.
Appreciate that. No one likes a jerk.
Your
If you're not
name's
talking about
Michelle.
Michelle, I don't want to hear it. I'm
Listen,
tired of this
honestly,
pizza.
At least they're trying to hash it out, I guess.
Yo, how delightful was that? The pleasantries are over. Totally over with on The Bachelorette as 23 men try and find a way to stand out and to get more Instagram followers. It's week 2. I mean, I'm just being serious. I mean, I don't blame them. I want 3,000 more followers. I just want to get to 40. Yeah, anyway. It's week 2 in Michelle's journey, quest for love. And while the teacher squashed some drama early on, it never seems to go away on this show. I mean, seriously, did you count the number of bros? Bro.
Come at me, bruh.
Come at me, bro. And that means, ladies and gentlemen, it's time once again for 34% of America loves Ted. Your poll numbers are dropping, Ted. Joining us from Bachelor Nation headquarters / our control room is producer Ted. Good morning, Ted.
Good morning.
Okay, what was up with that? There was a lot of bros going. That was a lot. The bro energy was strong, Ted.
Yeah, so this stemmed from a group date, shockingly, in which the men went back to school with Michelle because, you know, she's a teacher. So she ran him through all the different things. So we had musical chairs, Leo, run that. We got musical chairs, which was the most physical game of musical chairs I've ever seen in my life.
It looks like Squid Game, Ted.
They are. That is a lot of testosterone around those mini chairs. And so there's this guy named Peter, I believe is his name, and he was making the whole date about himself, even though there's like 12 other guys on there. Well, one guy called him out on him, called him a narcissist, and he didn't like it. He said, yo, bro, I'm not one. So, yeah.
Are they jumping on a gay pride flag? What in the world is that, Ted?
They are, yeah. And then at the end, the winner tried to lift the other one off, and
oh, okay.
It's too much muscle.
I'm so glad that you watch this and I don't. We have a local guy, so not only is the Bachelorette from here in the great state of Minnesota, but Joe. How did Joe do?
I like Joe. I mean, I think Joe is one of the most, he's unassuming. He's very low-key, which is something you don't normally see on this show. So they had a basketball date. It was a group date, but, you know, since he played for the Gophers, he basically destroyed everyone.
Yeah.
Which she loves basketball, so, you know, that's her thing.
Look at the smooching, Ted. Look at the smooching.
And then it leads to a lot of smooching. So Joe is sitting pretty right now. Minnesota looks great. So go, Joe.
Okay. Jamie. Tell me about Jamie.
Okay. So I was ready to come on here and talk about how great Jamie is. And Jamie's great, Jamie this, Jamie that. They had a date where he told her about his mom.
Okay.
And growing up, she had mental health issues and how he kind of, like, he would be sitting in school not sure if she'd be alive when he got home because of her mental health issues. And I'm like, wow, this is really powerful stuff.
Yeah.
We get to the cocktail party, and then he starts stirring up stuff about Joe, which no one else is trying to stir up, but Jamie is. Take a look.
There's actually some stuff I need to talk to you about separate from us. There's been a whole bunch of talk today about this kind of feeling that maybe you might have known Joe before here. For me personally, I just don't really care because I feel like whatever happened before getting here, like, has nothing to do with me. But, like, everybody else keeps feeling it. I think that given that this entire journey is about authenticity and about trust, and that that's the standard that's been set, I think that there's people out there that are questioning that.
People are questioning me in a way that's, like, disrespectful.
Yeah, I think it's gotten to a point where it's starting to take on a life of its own. And I think it's important because it also could potentially extend outside of just this bubble.
He is out of there. Did you see her face?
Yeah. So she was taken aback by this, but he played it off like he was the good guy coming to her and being like, everyone's talking about this. He's the only one talking about this.
Yeah,
so in the next video, she is talking to the rest of the group, being like, you guys are talking about this. And they're all just like, no one's talking about this.
Bye-bye, Jamie.
So he's still there, but
no,
probably
he'll be
not for
gone.
long.
He'll be gone. And you're gone too. Bye, Ted. Producer Ted, everybody. See, it's not fun to make fun of Eric. Ted, next on the dish. This is my favorite story of the day. Y'all know actor BJ Novak, right, from The Office? Well, he had a funny moment this week on Instagram, and it may explain why his face may randomly appear on packaging. Apparently, a photo of his face was mistakenly deemed public domain years ago, which allowed his face to appear anywhere for any reason. There's the rain poncho in LA. There's the cologne in Sweden. Face paint in Uruguay. He says he's too amused by it all to do anything about it. Absolutely. That makes me love BJ more. The BJ Novak more. Seriously.
Do I need all these lawyers? Should I do something or should I just enjoy it?
You're on hair paint in Uruguay? Yes.
It's fantastic.
I want to be like in toothpaste in Germany.
I want to be the heartburn medication.
Oh, yeah, like you're ooh.
Yeah, it'd be really funny.
Oh, that's fantastic. I love that dude anyway, so, oh, yeah.
Can you imagine?
Oh, I want that to happen. Please, take this. Well, why would you want to see this on shampoo? Yeah.
It'd be so good, Jason.
No, it would not. Next up, get ready to go back to infinity and beyond. We're getting our first look. This just dropped like an hour ago. We're getting our first look at the new Toy Story prequel telling the origin story of Buzz Lightyear. Not sure we need this, but anyway, this is the first teaser trailer. Take a look at Lightyear.
Let all the children boogie.
To infinity.
And
beyond. Chris Evans takes over the voice of Buzz from Tim Allen. Lightyear is going to be released in theaters next June. Okay, what are you laughing about there?
It's an origin story about a fake toy.
Why do you have to be a hater? Why are you hating on Buzz Lightyear? Do you hate Christmas too? I mean, see?
How dare you?
I know. Well, how dare you make fun of Buzz Lightyear? No, no. You're right. It's a little ridiculous to even read that. It's an origin story about a Pixar character. But that looks actually really good.
It does look very cute, yes.
Yeah. I mean, I don't love, by design, I don't like prequels because there's no peril. You know what happens to everybody.
What happens in Toy Story?
We'll go watch it.
Ugh.
You've seen Toy, don't.
Yes, a million times.
Okay, good, because I mean, I've already fired Eric. I don't want to fire you today, yeah.
You fired me before the show, remember that?
That's right, yeah, when you gave me a porpoise spit of donut. Next in the dish. Well, here's another good trailer, because you know I love those. Netflix dropped at one for Sandra Bullock's latest movie. It's called The Unforgivable. This looks so good. Sandra plays a woman trying to rebuild her life after being released from prison for a violent crime. Let's look at this.
Does your release alter the terms of your no contact order?
You don't have to give me a speech. I'm looking for Katie. She's my little sister. I raised her. Okay, next time, don't drag me through 3 bus transfers to tell me something you already know.
John, there's a woman in the front yard.
Can I help you with something?
You're a lawyer?
What would Catherine gain by meeting her now?
I wonder all the time what she looks like, what she became.
Your life starts here now, not 20 years ago.
she did her time.
She killed somebody in cold blood. If that were any of your black sons who had been in this system, they would be dead. She walks around like it never happened. Now, you tell me if that's fair.
You gotta be a convict wherever I go?
No, you're a cop killer everywhere you go.
Hey, Ruth, just stop. You're not.
I'm good! Don't treat me like I don't exist!
Somebody wants an Oscar. The Unforgivable hits theaters, select theaters in November, and then Netflix in December. Anytime an actress or an actor monsters it up, you know what I mean? You know, like Charlize Theron monstering it up. Girl, they want an Oscar. They're dirty. What? I know. See, Sandra already has one, but I'm saying when an actor or actress, they get all dirty.
Like, look at me looking like a normal human, kind
they get
of.
Dark circles. Looks like me at Target. You know what I mean?
Tuesday at 2 o'clock. Hey.
Okay. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everyone. 1:30.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah, yeah.
The boys of Yam House. They're on tour right now. Go check them out on social media. Welcome back to the show. Here's the deal. No one wants to fail, But failure is a fact of life. From relationships to losing weight, to your professional life, odds are we've all failed at something. So how about learning exactly how to fail? In his new book, author Alex Weber is helping us all become fail-proof, which could be the key to living the life you've always dreamed of. Welcome to the show, author, international speaker, entertainer, former college lacrosse coach, and host and competitor on American Ninja Warrior, bingo caller, ceramics expert, and cupcake bakery champion, Alex Weber, everybody. Yes. Did I get all of them in there?
You got it out. Yeah, it says the cupcake bakery.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
My first question, and this show by design is goofy. I mean, we just want to have fun. We don't do a lot of segments like this, but I will tell you, as a compliment to you, my executive producer found you on social media and said, Jace, you're really going to connect with this guy. And I want to get to the connection, but I want to start with, how does one feel the desire? How do you become a motivational speaker? What motivated you to want to do that?
Yeah, I appreciate you saying that, and that's I'm so excited about this because this show is all about fun.
Yeah.
And that's what, really is so important to me. And, that term motivational speaker, I almost want to eye roll at it because it seems a little cliche and
it's like a woo-woo. It's a little woo-woo.
A little woo-woo.
It's a little woo-woo. Yeah.
And I don't even know what that term means. I know that I love people, and I have struggled with self-doubt, confidence, nerves my entire life, negativity, and being able to help people move past that is what fires me up the most because I'm dealing with it. I gave myself a pep talk before I came out here.
Yeah.
So the human element is what really excites me.
What do you think it is? Because I love the name of the book, and
thanks.
because I've always thought that you learn your biggest lessons when you fall down. So why is that? Why is it? Because it's an introspective moment for us? Or are we vulnerable? Are we more willing to look at ourselves when we're down? Why?
That's such a great point. And I think it can be. I think the trap is that sometimes we go to do something and it doesn't go great.
Yeah.
And so we start to believe what I call dangerous lies, which are that, okay, I'm not creative. I'm not funny, I'm not athletic, I'm not a leader. And that's just because it didn't go great. Or someone else told us that we're not that thing, and we're like, I guess I'm not that thing now. But what's so beautiful is that we actually, if we do learn these little micro lessons, like you're saying, which are so doable, then we can become creative. We can become funny. We can reignite the romance in our relationship. All these things that we want are doable.
Because isn't it almost human nature? It's more easy to believe the negative sometimes, sadly.
You nailed it. So our brains are hardwired to go negative, which thanks brain, doesn't always have our
Thanks
back.
brain. Yeah.
And I get it. The brain just wants to survive. But if you really want to thrive in your life, you kind of need to talk to your brain. And here's something that helps me, and I'm excited to hear what yours might be.
Yeah, in the next segment, I'm going to tell you guys were with me. I had an epiphany. That's an epiphany in a shopping mall. So I'm going to tell Alex about that in a minute. But what were you going to say?
Give yourself a nickname.
Okay.
I call myself Webbs. It's just helped me in my life. It's what people used to call me.
The Webbs. Oh.
The Webbs.
I was like,
so
why?
if you start to kind of...
What is his name?
I'm curious, if you were to give yourself a nickname, so if you needed to talk to yourself to get back on track, what would you call yourself?
I call myself Jace.
Jace, there it is.
When I'm in the gym with the trainer and he's yelling at me, I literally talk to myself. I go, Jace, you can do it. Jace, you're not that puffy kid in Indiana anymore. And I call myself Jace. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So I encourage anyone watching, give yourself a fun nickname.
Alex Webbs, if I may call you that. How do people? I said it's almost our involuntary reaction to want to go to the negative. How do people respond though to failure most often?
I mean, and I'm there. It sucks to suck. I like to say that when you do something and it doesn't go well, our emotions can be it's like this wave that comes. And I think the biggest gift is just to acknowledge, okay, this wave is going to come and then it's going to go. Maybe we don't need to scream. Maybe we don't need to quit. Maybe we don't need to say something that we're going to regret. Just to manage that emotion and know that it's going to pass.
What do you say to people that it's hard to do? I mean, it's hard to break through a fear, whether it's a fear of heights or a fear of trying something because you don't want the failure. What's the number one tool that you've used in your own life to break through that wall? Because that's hard for people.
Well, you nailed it. Jace, you said when you were working out, what do you say to yourself?
I can do it. I'm not that kid
Yes.
anymore. Yeah.
That's your powerful why, is because you're like, I'm not that. I am who I really want to be. I am fit. I am athletic. So I would ask people, keep asking yourself, why do you want this, until you hit that thing that gets your heart going a little bit, because that's the gift. That'll keep you going.
Well, because you did we have 1 minute left on this one. You did a social media post. You were outside and you were walking, and it was kind of like a pep talk, and you were talking about folks need to have a purpose.
Yeah.
You need to have something to motivate you. What do you mean by that? Whether it's like, I'm going to start doing ceramics, or I'm going to start, this show for me is a motivation. Why is that so important for folks to have something to do?
The truth is that goals are hard. It's hard to do things. It's way easier to not. So to have that reason that really means something to you, that fires you up, is everything. And that meaning can be anything. It can be just, you know what? I'd like a little bit more happiness in my life, so I am going to start baking cupcakes.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. Or, you know what? I want to reignite that romance in my relationship. Or I want to tell more jokes at a dinner party. It doesn't matter what it is, but as long as you know, I really want this for myself, that's everything.
Or I want to go on American Ninja Warrior.
Or hit a buzzer. Let's go.
Yeah. Alex is sticking around. We'll talk more about the book, how Alex stays positive, and my little epiphany that I had that I think helped some folks out here. Once again, here's the book. It's called Fail Proof. Become the Unstoppable You. It's going to be released next week. More with Alex when we come back. Back in a moment. Whew. How many? I could have. Welcome back to the show, everyone. I was telling Alex in the break, we could do a whole hour with Alex. Alex Weber's here, Webbs, and he's helping us all become fail-proof. A few weeks ago, I had an epiphany myself when it comes to negativity, and it happened while I was driving on 394. Here's a look at what I said on the show. Take a look at this. And both emails a year ago would have tanked my day, really would have. And I realized I was driving home and I thought, I saw both of those emails and I immediately released them. And they didn't occupy any space in my head. And I know that sounds weird, but if you're like me and you're sensitive, that was a big moment for me at 47 years old to get to the point where you just start to care less about what people think when you know your intentions are good. It was really big because, full disclosure, Alex and I were talking in the break. I was giving him more context about that conversation and that revelation. I get, just anybody in the public eye, you get your share of haters and people that like you. You can't believe both because then you're formed by that. But I get my share of negativity. I get my share of homophobic emails. And I got 2 within a short amount of, and I realized that it didn't bother me. I didn't dwell on it that day, and it was a big moment. It was just a big moment. How do you think people can come to that point? Is it a release? Because I realized I was giving my power away.
First off, that's an amazing revelation, and also that you were able to just release it.
Yeah.
And I think you said 2 really, really valuable pieces there. One of which is that you said, as long as my intentions are good.
Yeah.
And I think that's all any of us can ever hope to do, is just, okay, I'm coming from my heart, and I'm going to do my best. Because nobody knows what's really going on or how to act. There's no rules to all this. We're all just doing our best. And I think that if that's your starting place, then you really can do your best.
Yeah.
And the other piece was that we get to decide how much or how little we care about what other people think. So what they think about us, that's all theirs. They own it. They can fire their missiles at us. But we get to decide if we want to listen to it or not. Because I get awkward all the time. I get awkward. I know that I'm energetic. I get awkward so often. And I'll say to myself, Webbs, I'll say, Alex, you get to decide if you want to be awkward now or not. You get to decide if you want to be nervous or uncomfortable. And just acknowledging that, it just feels like a little air just goes,
yeah,
a little bit.
That's what I felt like. The air. I let a little bit of air out of the tire, and it made me relax. We brought up another topic too: the difference between being sad and being negative.
Yeah.
That's a great. I mean, that's a great. You don't really think about it that much.
Yeah, and I come from a background, in sports. Obviously, I love sports.
Yeah.
But I come from a background where you don't show emotion. You just tough it out, grit it out, and I think that's common for a lot of people. And what I've realized is emotions are beautiful. So if you feel sad, feel sad. Don't let it spiral out of control. Try to, have it in a healthy way. I know that sounds ironic, but be sad, cry. We were talking about, listen to some Adele, some emo music. I love that.
Yeah, some Enya.
Yeah.
I mean,
And just allow you to be a human. But what I think is negative is that spiral, or an optic where your lens on what's happening is, this is gonna be terrible, or oh no, or everything bad happens to me. And there's a difference between experiencing something bad and believing that everything will always be bad. And that's a very big difference.
Oh, okay. That was a little, as Oprah would say, that was a little bing bing aha moment there.
I got
that
a
was
bing
good.
bing.
You got a bing bing moment, yeah. What is it? We have about a minute left. What is it like? Like, I just had one with you right there. What is it like knowing that you help a lot of people? I mean, it seems like a sophomore question, but that has to be soul nurturing for you.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
That's my powerful why, is because hearing from people that my work has helped them that's what fuels me and keeps me going. And on that note, if anyone does pick up the book, which thank you to the moon, reach out to me. Let me know. I have these groups that I put together where I actually hang out and work with people about what's going on in their lives, because that's why I do this. It gives me a lot of fulfillment and.
Well, I started following you on Insta. Go follow him on Insta. We're Insta friends now. So please, anytime that you come back through here, will you please stop by the show?
That'd be amazing.
Perfect.
Chase, yeah.
Webbs, nice to meet you. Alex Weber, everybody, again. His book is called Fail Proof, Become the Unstoppable You. It's available starting next week. You can also visit Alex's website, IamAlexWeber.com. And like I said, follow him on Instagram as to search for Alex Weber. We're going to come back right after this. Back in a moment. Thank you, my friend. What a pleasure.
Yeah,
what a pleasure. My goodness.
I'll follow that.
Welcome back. Once again, from one fabulous person to another, the leaves are changing, the temps are falling, and it's time to throw on an extra layer or two. For me, I got to stop wearing sandals. Joining us with the latest in fall fashions is our good friend, the great Sarah Rogers from the Mall of America. Welcome back.
Thank you, Jason.
Okay. Again, you look fabulous. I can't. Anyway,
you're so sweet.
I can't stand it.
You know I love fashion.
Well, I know, and you look amazing. How great was Alex?
Fabulous.
I know. I just want to, on the shelf.
Energy.
I know. I just want to pull them off the shelf when I'm feeling bad. Anyway, okay, we have
lift us up.
Seriously. Okay, we have 4 fall looks. Let's get to it, Sarah. First up, what do we have here?
Yes,
let's roll it, Leo.
First of all, we're going to start out with a turtleneck.
Oh.
I think a lot of ladies love wearing turtlenecks because it covers that core.
Yeah.
When that cold air seeps in through the neck area. Here's sweatpants too. We're loving sweatpants. Those sweatpants are from Cotton On.
Sweatpants are the thing.
Favorite. Yes, but you don't have to just go with your classic gray and black. They're still fine.
Yeah.
But you can go with some colors too. So I love that.
And it looks comfortable.
Mm-hmm. And a great cropped jacket. I found that jacket at Zara. So that's a great way to kind of partner 2 silhouettes together that really work well.
And is that cut of coat complimentary for most?
I think it depends on what you're wearing.
Okay. Oh.
And
that's why I asked, because I want to make
A general guideline too is if you're wearing a short jacket, it can look great with a skirt or a dress that's also hovering around the knee, so then your proportions are balanced.
Perfect.
Okay.
Next up, Leo, let's see what's next here.
Yes. Oh, we've got a fabulous cardigan here.
I love this.
I do too, and this is from Ever Eve. And cardigans are wonderful to have just as a great layering piece. Underneath, she's wearing a cable knit sweater from Altered State. Jeans, we're seeing that slim straight leg as a popular silhouette too. You've got options. Variety is key this season.
And you know the great thing, I think one of the reasons people love fall clothes, it's all comfortable.
Yes.
That outfit looks dressy, but really comfortable.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, I love that whole thing.
Yes.
Another look. Go ahead, Leo. What do we have?
Oh, Last year, Jason, we talked all about the shacket. Remember, shirt jacket?
Yes, we had a guest on. Yeah, I know. I now know about. I am well versed in the shacket.
Yes. And now the longer version is equally as popular. This one from H&M. So very affordable, and ladies just love it because you can throw it on with leggings. A lot of us already have leggings. If not, every Eve has a great pair that the model has on. And you can wear it with sneakers, throw on a baseball cap. You can wear it with boots, as she's wearing those great suede boots from Aldo, so you can have fun with them.
You know what the shacket reminds me of, and
What?
you're gonna know this reference. Remember in like the mid '80s when the style was the oversized shirts, the button-up, and you would put a belt.
Oh, yeah.
Victoria Principal rocked that all the time on Dallas. Anyway, that's what I was thinking of.
We love Victoria
I know, we do
Principal.
love Victoria.
Mhm.
Okay, one more look. Let's take a look.
One more look. The pullover sweater. But you can have fun with your sweaters. This one from the Buckle with the fringe detail.
I love this.
Isn't that a gorgeous color too? That russet color. And she's wearing a bootleg jean.
Oh.
So here again, you can have a little bit of flare at the ankle. It doesn't have to be straight. And then fabulous boots from DSW.
That dye, we've talked cut, the dye of that jean, is that hot right now, that particular dye?
Yes, I think staying more in the medium wash, and I'm seeing a few dark colors too, but that medium wash seems to be the sweet spot.
Okay.
And a lot of ladies ask me now, when I'm wearing a sweater like that, what's my outerwear piece? You know, it can be a little challenging to get the sleeves on. Think about wearing a wrap. They also refer to that as a ruana, like a blanket scarf.
Oh yeah, because how are you going to get a coat over that sweater?
That's right. So invest in that, and Altered State has a lot of good ones.
And the colors, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but that rust color, is that one that we're going to be seeing a lot in fall?
Yes. Those beautiful fall colors works nicely with chocolate brown, which we talked about. That's really popular too.
Did you see Adele in that chocolate brown, that Louis Vuitton and that chocolate brown suit?
Adele.
I mean,
period.
It's Adele. I mean, but I'm just saying.
Yes.
But I saw that chocolate brown and I'm like, that is a great color for fall.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is, and it's rocking this season. So if you love it, come on out and get it because it's there for you.
Get it all at the Mall of America, my second home. Give it up for the great Sarah Rogers, everybody. Again, you can find all of those looks at the MOA. If you're watching us from other parts of the country, go to MOA.com and come visit us. We're going to take a break. Kendall's back. The surprise goodbye and more when we return. Back in a moment. Thank you. I love that sweater. Oh, God. Welcome back. What a good show today. Well, you know what time it is. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the world's shortest segment and the world's shortest turn to a camera. Today, an ice cream shop in Minneapolis is in the Halloween spirit. Baby Zito, is that what it's called?
Babazito.
Yeah, Baby Zito is out with a new flavor inspired by Hannibal Lecter. Hannibal's dinner is a sweet cream ice cream with foie gras, fava bean cake mix-ins topped with a Chianti gastrique. It's now available at the ice cream shop, and we will be right back.
Jason, that was so good.
Do you like that?
Yeah.
We're having Eric for dinner. Oh, God. You don't need that McDonald's. Welcome back. Kendall joins me again. It's time for the surprise goodbye. Roll it, Leo. So Kendall and I are in the dark about what the producers have put in this segment. Today, a video you have to see. A woman on TikTok claims a ghost got tired of hearing her dog barking. Watch as the dog gets scared backing up in its kennel and somehow losing its collar. The owner claims, well, I can't watch it, I gotta read this. The owner claims a ghost scared the dog, removing its collar. She also says there have been times the gate on the crate opens by itself. What do you think? Okay, now I have to actually. Oh my goodness!
No, it like comes off like up, like not even falls down.
Okay, let me watch it again. I had to read that.
Okay, watch. So the dog's barking at something, and then it.
Oh!
Like it comes.
Girl, that is some Casper action happening there. That is some nasty Casper. That poor dog.
The ghost is like, be free!
I gotta show Dawn McClain, my buddy Dawn McClain, that video. Is she on the show tomorrow? She is on the show, yeah, my buddy.
Okay, don't tell my dogs that you can blame things on ghosts because they're gonna use it for everything now.
Well, I mean, I don't think your dogs understand, but sure.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
They do.
hey, if I would have just read the tease, I would have had the answer to my question right here. Because, hey, tomorrow on the show, my radio executive producer, Dawn McClain, is here to talk about her latest ghostly investigations at local restaurants, plus pairing wine with different flavors of Oreos. Only on our show.
What a job.
Only on our show would that occur.
Oh, Leslie Miller.
Oh, Leslie Miller. You don't see Martha Stewart doing that. Only Leslie Miller. No, the paranormal thing, do not miss it. Dawn, the audio she got, terrifying. Not as terrifying as that dog video, but anyway, that's going to do it for us. If you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Have a great day. Come on, Kendall, let's go to ground round.
Ooh.